Are you someone faced with a dilemma of how to trade stocks in the markets? You might be wondering, oh, I see a lot of people make money from owning stocks and trading stocks in the market. I don't really know how I can go about this, or I don't even know how I can benefit from this, or I don't even know what the benefits are with trading or owning a stock. Today, I'm going to be addressing that on this special episode of my podcast. My name is Gabriel. I am also known as the Finance Catalyst. I am a personal finance coach, a personal finance expert with a wealth of experience within the financial space. If you're not yet subscribed to my podcast channel, what are you waiting for? Come on, guys, rate this podcast 5 stars and also get on board to my YouTube channel and get to subscribe. We talk about financial matters, a lot of, financial topics, things that are very important to your personal finance needs and also your personal finance goals. Thank you so much for always subscribing, and thank you so much for always being a part of what we do. Now, today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 benefits which I consider very important when owning a share. The importance of owning a share is something that you cannot overestimate. So I'm going to be sharing with you 6 benefits of owning a share. The first one is the potential to earn higher returns. Now, the primary reason most people invest in stocks is the potential return that it gives compared to, other alternative investments. I see a lot of people invest their money in bank certificates of deposit. Some people can invest their money in gold, in treasury bonds, for example. But when you look at the average stock market, the return that you get from the average stock market, compared to some of these other alternative investments, is very, very encouraging considering the long term, because sometimes you get approximately on average between 5 and 10% on your investment. So it's important to understand that, when trading stocks or investing or owning a share, there's a possibility of getting a high return on your investment that supersedes any other alternative investment that you get to make. That is one point I think you should also pay attention to. Number 2, the ability to protect your wealth from inflation. Now, if you consider your economical situation, your economical environment, you see that, inflation is something that most people always talk about, always complain. You might complain about your economy and say, oh, the country is very hard. The price of things are skyrocketing, are going up, but what does owning a share or trading stock do for you? The stock market return often significantly outpaces the rate of inflation most times. For example, the long-term inflation that run maybe about 3.1% annually. If you try to compare that to, the current shares that you currently own or you are currently trading in the market, you could see that the return you get from those trades or from owning that stock is significantly higher than the inflation rate, which helps you hedge against inflation. So it's important to protect your wealth, from inflation by investing in shares, owning a share, and making sure that you are, far higher, above the inflation rate of your country. This is very, very important. Number 3 is the ability to earn regular passive income. Now, that is one important thing that owning a share gives you. The ability to get a regular passive income. A passive income is something that you just don't necessarily even have to do anything much. You just keep getting those returns into your bank account, So it's important that when you are looking at owning a share, this is one of the benefits it gives you. Many companies nowadays pay dividends, or a portion of their profits to investors, So it's important to understand that, these companies, the majority of them, they make quarterly dividend payments. Some of them make, monthly dividend payments. Some of them also yearly. It depends on the performance of these companies. But however, it's important that you can just, instead of you putting your money in the bank that that you are not getting any returns on, you just put it on your savings account. Why not you just buy and own a share, and then that at the end of each month, for example, or at the end of each quarter, you are getting dividends on that share. This is very important to pay attention to. It's very important. Number 4 is the pride of ownership. The pride of ownership. Everybody wants to own something, right? And when you are a share owner, there is this joy and and fulfillment you derive from owning a part of that company. It's just when you are a share owner, it shows that you are actually owning a portion of that company. A share of stock represents a fractional ownership of a company. So you can own a tiny slice of a company which produces several products or services that you love. So it's just a matter of understanding the market, know the kind of shares that are currently performing greatly, and then try as much as possible to get some of your monies into some of these shares, diversify your portfolio, and ensure that you are making the right sets of moves when it comes to acquiring some of these shares. This is very, very important. Number 5, it's liquidity. Now, most stocks trade publicly on a major stock exchange. That is just the concept of stocks. Now, making it easy for you, it can when you have these stocks traded in a public, listed publicly, the possibility for you to be able to convert these shares once you buy them, it's very, very fast. So it means that the liquidity ratio of owning a share is very high. So that means when you buy a particular share, you can easily liquidate that share very quickly because of the performance of that share. So it's important that you understand this as well. It's very common with any form of investment, even if you are investing in other options. But when you compare buying of shares or owning a share or trading stocks to owning a real estate, it's much easier to liquidate your shares short term than actually your property. So it's important to pay attention to this. This is one of the benefits of owning or trading stocks within the market. It gives you the ability to be able to liquidate this asset very, very quickly. Number 6 is diversification. Now, you can easily build a diversified portfolio across many different industries, through stocks. Through owning stocks, you have the possibility to diversify your portfolio, and that can help you diversify your overall investment portfolio, which could also include maybe your real estate investment, your bonds, your cryptocurrencies, and so on and so forth. But you doing this reduces your overall risk profile, which improves your return in general. So it's important to pay attention to diversification. I keep telling people, you don't just invest in one particular item. You don't cast your eggs in one basket. There's the importance of diversification to minimize your risk of investment and also increase your returns. So it's important to pay attention to these benefits. So these are the 6 important benefits I want to share with you today. If you love this content and you want to see more of this content, I will kindly ask that you send me your feedback, rate this podcast 5 stars, and also go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to this channel, because I do get across several important contents to you on that platform as well. Thanks for listening today to this particular subject, and thanks for tuning in to this particular episode. Until I see you again next time, always stay financially healthy, financially sound, and financially safe. Thanks for listening. I'll see you again soon.